Hallo Freunde des Software Entertainments und herzlich willkommen zum heutigen Online NCA Meetup mit Ramona und Cypress Testing. Wir testen heute Shopware, E-Commerce, schauen uns eben halt unterschiedliche Seiten und Szenarien an. Wir sind heute nur zu zweit. Wenn jemand Lust hat, hier noch in die Session rein zu jumpen, dann sprecht uns bitte an, dann bekommt ihr einen Link, dann könnt ihr hier mit in die Jitsi-Session rein und bekommt natürlich auch den Visual Studio Live Sharing Code. Ansonsten, Ramona, herzlich willkommen heute Abend.
Vielen Dank, ich freue mich auch sehr, hier zu sein.
Magst du dich denn einmal vorstellen, bitte?
Klar, also mein Name ist Ramona, wie ihr gehört habt. Ich arbeite bei der Shopware AG in der Qualitätssicherung die meiste Zeit. Und da ist es meine Hauptaufgabe, ja, mich um die Tester zu kümmern, die Tester zu den Aufgaben zu bringen, aber auch die Tester zu entlasten. Und in dem Sinne ist die End-to-End-Test-Pipeline so ein bisschen mein Baby, wenn man das so sagen kann. Also ich kümmere mich um die Pipeline auf GitLab, ich kümmere mich um die Tests generell und schaue, dass so die Tester möglichst wenig, ich sag mal, Checklistenarbeit machen müssen, also wo man ja eigentlich keinen wirklichen Menschen für braucht.
Das Thema Mensch beim Testen ist ja doch immer wieder sehr wichtig. Ja? Also auch wenn jetzt kleine Fehler bei uns in den Tests sind, dann braucht man Menschen. Menschen sehen einfach auch Dinge, die wir mit Tests nicht so sehen. Nimmt natürlich sehr viel Zeit in Anspruch. Also generell kann man eher sagen, dass automatisierte Tests, ist es in deinen Augen eine Ergänzung zu menschlichen Testing oder würdest du dich da auch drauf verlassen und einfach sagen, hey, das funktioniert, wenn meine Tests grün sind, dann ist das auch echt so?
Also meiner Meinung nach ist das tatsächlich in dem Sinne nur eine Ergänzung, aber es ersetzt das Testing auf gar keinen Fall. Schließlich hat ein Mensch ja eigene Erfahrung, Kreativität und all das, was ein Mensch ja eigentlich zum Menschen macht und der dann auch den großen Mehrwert irgendwo gerade in schwierigen Sachen, schwierigen Aufgaben wie zum Beispiel Steuerberechnung oder so bringt. Ähm, Es ist aber recht kritisch, wenn Menschen ihre Zeit, ich sag's jetzt immer so, der verschwenden damit, dass sie immer dieselben Sachen gucken, okay, funktioniert es immer noch, ich setze mal meinen kleinen Haken irgendwo hin und ja, mache sonst nichts anderes. Also diese ganzen Routineaufgaben, davon sollte der Mensch tatsächlich ein bisschen weggehalten werden, damit er sich halt um exploratives Testing kümmern kann. Also da ein bisschen forschen, ein bisschen versuchen, ein Produkt kaputt zu bekommen oder Risiken auszuloten und nicht einfach nur zu schauen, okay, der Bestellvorgang funktioniert immer noch, dort haben wir keinen Mehrwert.
Okay, du als Entwicklerin, wie bist du denn zum Testen gekommen? Ja, also war das jetzt eine Aufgabe, da gab es halt keinen und du warst als Entwicklerin irgendwie verfügbar und deshalb hat man eben halt gesagt, okay, ich mache das. Also bist du da wie die Jungfrau zum Kinde gekommen oder hast du irgendwie gesagt so, hey, Testing, das ist mein Ding, ich gehe den Weg selber dahin.
Also ich glaube, das ist eine Mischung aus beiden. Also es gab auch wirklich ein Need für jemanden, der das damals in meiner Ausbildung gemacht hat. Und ich habe es dann ein bisschen ausprobiert und habe gemerkt, oh, da kann ich wirklich eine Menge Gutes bewirken für den Kunden und sehr aktiv da mitarbeiten, dass der Kunde zufrieden sein kann. Und wenn man auch das Produkt sieht, dass durch das Feedback, was man gibt, immer ein bisschen mehr Tag für Tag oder Monat für Monat besser wird, ist das ein sehr schönes Gefühl. Vor allem muss man ja auch überlegen, dass Testing als solches sehr sozial sein kann, weil man coacht die Entwickler zum Beispiel auch, zumindest bei uns jetzt im Moment, wie man testen kann. Und wenn man als Teamplayer das und diesen sozialen Aspekt gerne haben möchte, ist das Testing auch eine sehr gute Idee. Und dadurch, dass ich die Automatisierung machen kann und damit auch sehr viele Entwickler- und DevOps-Aufgaben mitbekomme, habe ich so ein bisschen Bestes von allen Welten und das gefällt mir sehr gut.
Ich krackelt hier jetzt so ein bisschen doppelt. Wollte mal den Ton kontrollieren. Vielleicht kann mir jemand aber auch Feedback hier im YouTube-Chat geben, ob mein Ton funktioniert. Da bin ich mir nicht hundertprozentig sicher. Ähm, wenn du so Tests schreibst, werden damit wirklich auch Bugs gefunden und Zeit gespart? Rentieren die sich?
Also so nach meinem Eindruck her, ja. Also man verhindert ja, dass sehr viele Fehler schon in das Produkt reingematcht werden und erspart somit den Testern halt sehr viel Leid und auch viel Aufwand im Nachhinein. Wenn man einmal einen Test schreibt, braucht man den Fall, den man hat, nicht wiederholen und dadurch spart man sich auch sehr viel manuelle Arbeit. Und wir haben relativ viel schon bekommen. Merkt man auch, dass wir zum Beispiel einen sehr großen Nightly-Build haben, der noch mehr Testfälle abdeckt als auf jedem MR zum Beispiel. Und dass dort auch häufiger Sachen auffallen, gerade wenn man ans visuelle Testing denkt, ist schon sehr auffällig und hilft uns in dem Sinne vor allem den Testern, wenn es in Richtung Release geht.
Wenn Tests, naja, ich sag mal, wo würdest du sagen, wie viel muss ich als Unternehmen oder als Entwickler investieren? Also sagen wir mal, Entwickler wie wir, die jetzt sehr viel testen, wie viel brauchen wir, um Tests für relevante, für die 5 User-Stories so aufzustellen? Es ist ja immer so, keine Zeit, kein Geld, das Testen, das fällt hinten runter. Ich habe jetzt gerade noch, wir machen jetzt auch mit Testify, bieten wir jetzt eben halt auch unsere Tests entsprechend über Testify an. Also es kann auch, wir sind ja eine Agentur für Testing, wo eben halt Tests ausgelagert werden können, und hatte jetzt noch länger mit einem Geschäftsführer von einer Agentur gesprochen, der dann eben halt auch gesagt hat, die haben eben halt auch Budget für Tests und die fallen halt trotzdem hinten runter, weil die Entwickler eben halt auch unter Beschuss sind, irgendwelche Deadlines halt näher kommen, neue Features eingekippt werden. Also am Ende ja alles wichtiger ist als die Frontend-Tests, ja. Und mir kommt es aber halt auch gar nicht so vor, dass das jetzt irgendwie eine brutal zeitintensive Arbeit ist, sondern das kann man ja vielleicht irgendwie nochmal an einem halben Freitag oder wenn man ein bisschen fit ist, nachziehen. Ja.
Ja, also ich muss da natürlich sagen, ich bin voreingenommen, weil ich die Produktentwicklungsbrille auf habe. Also ich habe selber noch nicht in der Agentur gearbeitet und bin dann immer etwas vorsichtig mit dem Urteil, aber in meinem naiven Kopf denke ich immer, und so deckt sich das auch mit meiner Erfahrung, dass je früher man einen Bug findet, desto günstiger ist es, ihn wieder zu fixen. Wenn der Kunde es später mitbekommt, kann das sehr teuer sein, bis hin zu einer Nichtabnahme. Und mit ein bisschen Zeitaufwand am Anfang kann man sich dadurch sehr viel Geld und Zeit auch ersparen, denke ich. Ähm, Wie wir gleich sehen werden, ist Cypress auch wirklich nicht unbedingt schwer zu handeln. Klar kommt. Oh je.
Ja, da waren wir auf einmal weg. Meine Connection ist hier recht heiß gelaufen.
Alles gut.
Da sind wir auf jeden Fall wieder da. Ich schaue mal eben in mein Terminal rein, was hier die Energie zieht, weil mein Rechner auch ein bisschen heiß geworden ist jetzt gerade.
Oh je.
Ja, das ist alles bitter. Ja, Chrome ist hier am Anschlag und OBS dazu. Müssen wir mal gucken. Hoffe ich, dass mein Rechner hier nicht völlig schlapp macht. Ja. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir in Visual Studio Code. Teil doch bitte mal deinen Screen und wir schauen mal, dass wir hoffentlich gut durchkommen.
Ja. So, seht ihr alles gut?
Ich sehe alles gut.
Perfekt.
Das Internet sieht es, glaube ich, auch gut.
Ja,
Ich mache mal meine Kamera noch aus, dann spare ich auch noch mal ein bisschen Power und ich bin mit Visual Studio Code auch connected.
Und bisher steht bei mir noch drin, dass du die Session verlassen hast. Ich weiß noch nicht, ob das...
Dann ist ja nochmal weggeflogen. Okay, aber du kannst das vorstellen, ich connecte mich einfach im Hintergrund nochmal neu.
Alles klar, ich wollte auch sowieso von ganz Anfang anfangen.
Ja, gerne.
Also, ich beende hier mal kurz den Testrunner. um euch zu zeigen, dass es auch ganz am Anfang recht einfach ist zu starten. Also wenn ihr Cypress installieren möchtet, reicht es über npm zum Beispiel zu gehen, npm install Cypress. Wenn ihr npm vielleicht nicht benutzen wollt, geht Yarn auch, oder ihr könnt auf deren Seite gehen und eine ZIP runterladen und das auch so installieren. Von daher, ihr seid hier nicht dran gebunden, aber im Grunde genommen ist es nichts weiteres als ein einfaches npm-Install. Das kann jetzt natürlich ein Momentchen dauern, je nachdem, wie gut das npm gerade mit mir meint. Aber ich meine, wir laden jetzt das Internet runter, von daher ist das ja meist so. Wir haben tatsächlich auch eine neue Version von ein ganz interessantes neues Feature rausgekommen ist. Wenn ihr möchtet, können wir danach mal ein bisschen rumprobieren. Ich konnte es tatsächlich selber noch nicht machen. Und zwar eine Möglichkeit, Tests zu wiederholen, Test-Retries. Das sehen ja Leute immer relativ kontrovers, deswegen, wer weiß, vielleicht können wir da gleich mal ein bisschen drüber reden. Okay. Wenn ihr den Cypress Test Runner, also den Grund, warum ich Cypress so gerne habe, öffnen wollt, dann ist das über diesen Befehl zu Binary eigentlich ziemlich einfach möglich. Ihr könnt aber auch über die Package.json zum Beispiel ein kleines Skript erstellen oder ein Alias oder all die Dinge, die euch das ein bisschen einfacher machen. Ja. Und hier seht ihr im Endeffekt die Auswahl mit ein paar Tests. Ich habe hier schon mal ein paar angelegt, aber wenn ihr möchtet, sollten wir uns vielleicht hier schon einen ansehen oder wollt
Das sind
ihr
jetzt Tests für das aktuelle Projekt, das du uns zeigen möchtest.
Genau, für Shopware 6. Also das ist ein
Okay.
hier ist ein kleines Privatprojekt, was ihr auch auf GitHub finden könnt. Wenn ihr Interesse habt, können wir auch gerne auf die richtigen Tests schauen, also die wir im Shopware Repro haben. Da können wir gleich einfach schauen, ob wir Lust haben, wie viel Zeit ist und so weiter. Ja, also der Bereich hier heißt Integration Tests, da findet ihr alle eure Tests, wie ihr wollt. Im Projekt sieht das wie folgt aus. Ist das hier? Ja, wir befinden uns hier in dem Integration-Ordner. Ich hoffe, man kann das trotzdem recht gut sehen hier. Ich wollte euch kurz zeigen, wie die Ordnerstruktur ist, deswegen weiß ich gerade nicht, wie ich das anders größer kriege. Alles klar, also Integration-Ordner ist der Ordner, wo halt wirklich die Tests drin liegen. Und diese sind ähnlich, wenn ihr zum Beispiel mal Tests oder anderes in Richtung Module probiert habt, findet ihr hier die mit der Änderung Spec JS, aber ihr müsst das Spec nicht benutzen. Das ist eine Konvention, die auch seitens Cypress oft benutzt wird. Was ihr hier sonst findet, sind ein Fixtures-Ordner für Testdaten, die ihr reinreichen möchtet, Plugins-Ordner, um Plugins zu haben, um Cypress zu erweitern, und ein Support-Ordner für eigene Commands. Können wir uns später angucken, wie man diese schreibt. Ew. So.
Okay, Plugins klingt spannend. Weiß ich jetzt nicht, ob ich also ein Plugin ist, kannst du das sagen, das ist jetzt nicht einfach nur, dass ich irgendeinen Step auslager, sondern das ist irgendwie, dass ich was ist ein typisches Plugin?
Also wir benutzen zum Beispiel kleine Plugins wie eins, was einen Command für einen nativen Image-Upload oder File-Upload mitgibt, also dass man nicht irgendwie über eine URL gehen muss, sondern wirklich das, was man im Betriebssystem auch kennt, mit diesem Wähle Datei aus, Dialog und so weiter vorgehen kann, was recht praktisch ist. Es geht aber auch so weit wie eine komplette Lösung zum visuellen Testing. Da bin ich aktuell auf Arbeit gerade daran, das zu integrieren. Also da geht von bis alles Mögliche, was Cypress irgendwo erweitern kann.
Ja, das ist doch gut, aber dann ist es wahrscheinlich in dem Kontext für heute nicht so relevant. Kann natürlich sein, dass User sagen, okay, hey, Plugins sind super spannend, ich bin mit Cypress schon gut drauf, gebe da mal ein bisschen Gas. Ansonsten hatte ich mir eben halt irgendwie so ein paar Use Cases überlegt,
Genau.
die ich gerne in einem Shop testen würde. Da können wir mal drüber sprechen, dass ich dir vielleicht mal eine User Story sage, wenn du mal den Shop öffnest.
Ja, ich wollte auch nur einen kleinen Überblick geben, damit
Ach
wir
so,
wissen,
nee,
wo wir
also
uns
es ist
bewegen.
alles gut, die gucken wir uns auch gerne an, aber ich bin ja so ein bisschen hands-on, jetzt haben wir schon unsere akademische Viertelstunde. Da müssen wir jetzt irgendwie auch ran. Das ist der Shop, aber das ist das Backend.
Genau, hier wäre Administrationsoberfläche und hier wäre die Storefront.
Okay. Also Sortierung ist ja grundsätzlich ein Thema, Also ich finde so Filter und Sortierung finde ich sehr spannend.
Gerne, gerne.
Was ist mit Preis? Mit einer Preis, also wenn du mal nach Preis absteigend gehst, ich glaube rechts hier, wo nahe A bis Z ist, noch weiter rechts, da, ja.
Ja, perfekt. Das können wir gerne gleich einmal als Use Case abdecken. Tatsächlich gibt es das im Report nicht, von daher freue ich mich natürlich umso mehr.
Ah ja, okay, das ist gut. Wir haben jetzt hier, okay, da sind natürlich so ein paar Produkte mit einer Range drin. Da weiß ich jetzt nicht so genau, wie wir die abfiltern.
Wie es aussieht, geht er ja auf den Maximumpreis hier und zählt ihn dann runter.
Okay, das heißt, also wir müssen dann sagen, wenn ein Minus vorhanden ist, dann müssen wir das rausparsen.
Ja, wir gucken mal, wie weit wir kommen. Also,
Okay, also dann sagen wir mal, also der einfachste Test ist aufsteigend, absteigend, dass wir sagen, okay, wir machen absteigend, holen uns den ersten Preis vom ersten, also von diesem Nuller und sagen, okay, wir drücken jetzt auf aufsteigenden Preis. Dann müssen wir den niedrigsten, also dann müssen wir zumindest einen Wert haben, der niedriger ist.
Sieht gut aus, denke ich.
Und die brauchen wir jetzt auch nicht mit der Range zu parsen. Ja.
So, wir schauen mal, wie weit wir da kommen.
Okay.
Alles klar. Ich würde dann in dem Integration-Ordner hier unter Storefront einmal einen Test anlegen. Nehmen wir den hier irgendwo mit rein. Wir nehmen ihn mal auf Home erstmal. Liegt der, glaube ich, erstmal gut. Und wir nennen den Use Filter. Mal ganz spontan. Okay. Und dann können wir schon anfangen. So, hier nimmt man jetzt so einen Describe-Block. Der ist dafür da, um ja, die File so ein bisschen einzureiben, ein bisschen Kontext zu geben und vor allem später auch eine Möglichkeit zu geben, mit Hooks zu arbeiten. Ich gebe einfach mal so einen etwas unkreativen Titel. Und somit hätten wir den Rahmen schon geschaffen. Der eigentliche Test wird durch eine It-Methode quasi geschrieben. Wir vergeben wieder einen Titel. Wir sagen Test Price is Candy. So. Und dann gehen wir erstmal auf die Seite, wo wir anfangen wollen. Ich kann hier Root angeben, weil ich in der Cypress Json hier bereits eine Base URL definiert habe und die nimmt ihr dann immer als, ja, quasi Präfix, wenn man so will.
Das ist gut. Die Stelle hatte ich nämlich letztens gesucht. Ja.
Ja, das ist ein bisschen versteckt.
Ansonsten kann ich da wahrscheinlich auch in der JSON dann angeben, dass ich Environment-Variablen auslesen möchte.
Als solches gibt es da eine Section dafür. Das stimmt, ob man sie gut auslesen kann. Ich gebe sie meist, wenn ich in CI arbeite, über einen Parameter runter. Da müsste ich gegebenenfalls...
Ja, das meinte ich damit, dass es so eine Exportvariable vom Terminal ist. Ja. Da
Genau,
ist dann
ja,
irgendwie so
geht.
Prozentzeichen vor oder so.
Genau, das geht auf jeden Fall.
Okay.
So, dann schauen wir mal, ob das hier schon soweit funktioniert. Wir sind hier in Use Filter. Dann kommt mein Lieblingsfeature, der Testrunner.
Ja.
Und ich meine, das macht jetzt natürlich nicht so viel. Ich mache ein bisschen größer. Ich hoffe, man kann es trotzdem gut sehen, was hier passiert, aber mir noch ein bisschen was lesen kann. So. Ja, und dann können wir eigentlich schon loslegen. Ich finde den Selector Playground immer sehr praktisch, weil man hiermit sich auslesen kann, welche Selektoren man braucht, weißt du?
Wo mache ich das?
Hier oben.
Okay. Ah ja, das ist so ein Target, so wie bei dem wie in der Debug-Bar.
Genau. Also ich benutze das jetzt nicht immer, denn manchmal sind die Selektoren, die automatisch generiert werden, recht lang oder schwer zu lesen. Und dann greife ich auf die normalen Chrome DevTools zurück, um das zu erkennen. Also das geht genauso gut.
Okay. Aber der sieht doch ganz gut aus, ja.
Er sagt mir auch schon Bescheid, wie viele Elemente er findet und so weiter. Das ist schon sehr praktisch.
Ja.
So, das wollen wir ja jetzt klicken. So, hier. Wenn wir den Command get benutzen, benutzt Cypress schon ein implizites Warten. Das heißt, er schaut hier
Okay.
im Command schon, ob das Element, dessen Selektor wir geben, schon im DOM existiert. Aber nicht mehr als das. Von daher müssen wir da manchmal ein bisschen vorsichtig sein.
Wie lange wartet der maximal?
Und es gibt Standard-Timeouts. Ich habe sie hier aber auf 10 Sekunden festgelegt. Ich glaube, der Standard sind 5, aber das müsste ich tatsächlich auch noch eben nachgucken. Also 5 Sekunden. Kann man hier aber alles frei konfigurieren, wie man es gerade braucht. Ich habe zum Beispiel bei Shopware einen Test, der den Installationsvorgang oder den Update-Vorgang testet. Und da ist es natürlich schwierig, wenn du so Datenbankmigrationen ausführst, wenn der nur 10 Sekunden wartet. Das kann unter halt ein bisschen länger dauern. Und da stelle ich es dann manchmal ein bisschen anders abweichend ein. So. Schau immer gerne, ob die Sachen auch wirklich sichtbar sind, denn dieses implizite Warten würde das nicht sofort mitbekommen, wenn etwas vielleicht hidden ist oder einfach nicht angezeigt wird, aber trotzdem vorhanden ist.
Ich muss mal gerade schauen, ich nehme mir das falsche Fenster. Hier bei dem Crash ist unser Fenster weggeflogen. Das ist natürlich ein bisschen doof.
Oder warten wir lieber noch einen Moment?
Ah. Okay, damit sind wir jetzt aber wieder zurück.
Perfekt.
Ja, ist gar nicht so einfach, wenn man hier auf allen Hochzeiten heute tanzt.
Ja, ein wenig neues
Aber
Setup und so weiter.
irgendwas ist immer, ja.
Eben. Okay, hier ist ein Klick. Cannot be called on a select element. Hier sieht man das Schöne an Cypress tatsächlich, dass auch die Fehler, die man gemeldet bekommt, immer sehr, sehr genau und gut ausgeschrieben sind. Von daher wird uns das Klick hier nicht reichen. Wir brauchen den Select-Command. Ist auch irgendwo klar, da es eine Select-Box ist.
Ja.
So, geben wir hier Select ein und gehen auf Price. Schau mal eben, wie genau die Benennung hier war. Ja, einfach das Candy Ninja. Okay. Wenn ich zu schnell bin, bitte gerne Bescheid sagen.
Nee, ist okay. Ich hatte mich nur gerade gefragt, wo du den Value so schnell gesehen hattest.
Also, es war die
Achso, du
Fehlermeldung.
gehst jetzt auf den Text, also du selektierst auf den Text, nicht
Genau,
auf
richtig.
den. Okay.
Da hat Cypress halt schon einen Command von Haus aus mit, was wir gut benutzen können. Okay. Schauen wir mal, dass wir es benutzen und gucken, wie weit es uns führt. Ja. Und wie es aussieht, ist jetzt das Descanning wieder da. Mit dem höchsten Wert, den wir vorhin auch hatten.
Okay.
Was ich vorhin gesehen habe, ist etwas, was mir gerade beim visuellen Testing, wo man ja Screenshot-Vergleichs fährt, schnell auf die Füße fällt. Hier ist ein Ladezustand. Ich würde den ganz gerne mit abprüfen und abwarten, bis der weg ist. Damit wir hier keine Flaky-Tests also bekommen. Und die
Ja.
Ich gucke mal, ob wir da irgendwie an einen guten Selektor rankommen.
Ach, diesen Ladezustand kannst du auch jetzt über das Tool praktisch den Step die ganze Zeit so anhalten, ja. Weil
Genau,
diese Ladedinger sind ja natürlich immer total schnell weg, ja. Und dann ist es tierisch schwer, die zu finden.
Ja, das stimmt. Ich sehe gerade im Chat hier, fragt jemand nach Englisch, sollen wir dann eben umwechseln?
In welchem Chat hast du das denn gesehen?
Ich habe YouTube nebenher offen gerade.
Ah ja, okay. Yes, why not? I can also improve my English skills.
Oh, same as me. Well, welcome. I hope it's okay if we start with English right now. Please bear with me that my English is not that perfect at the moment, but I'll give my best.
Yeah, and I also can say Welcome to our first meetup in English, and we are trying to do a little user story where we check if the price descending is lower than the ascending or otherwise. And we will compare the two prices from the first product on the list. And now we want to see that the page is totally loaded.
All right, let's get back to the test. Yes, I pinned this loading state with the snapshot Cypress takes if you are working with the test runner. As you see, you can watch every step of your workflow which was tested while hovering over this log entries. So I'll pin this loading state and try to find the selector of it to make sure that it will disappear eventually. Oh, I was a bit careless. I guess this is the class. I'm just guessing at the moment, so let's try and hope that it's the right one. Yes, holding the XLR step is really useful as well, but I want to continue step by step. So that's a point I really looking forward to talk about. If you want, we can do it a bit earlier. I see my battery of my laptop is saying to me that it's low. I seem to mess the cable a bit up. Is it okay if I fix it for a little second?
Yes, sure. It's better than you're going down. Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Just fix it.
Yes, I'm hurrying a bit. I'm right back.
Okay. Yeah, so thanks for the community to give us feedback. We do this series every 2 or 3 weeks. We do a live coding session about a topic, and I think when we ask many stuff here, then you learn it the best way when you check out this video here, and maybe it's some kind of software entertainment. So follow this channel, please, and give us topics that you want to see here. This would be very helpful. I've done a lot of tutorial videos about the Sulu content management system. And yeah, just follow the channel, check out this stuff. So excuse this little break here. Ramona is fetching a cable because she lost a lot of energy with all the tools and the streaming here open. Just give her a second. So maybe you can say here in the chat or down in the video description when you check out this video later, do you use tests? What do you think about tests, and how important are tests for your life? So Ramona is coming back.
Was a bit, lost as well.
Guess who's back?
One moment, please. I cannot
Back
hear you.
again.
One moment. I love it.
No problem.
Sorry.
No problem. It's live. We are live, and we have a lot of time. And just it's half an hour that it's that we are on here.
So I hope that I'm back again. I hope.
Yes, you are back again.
Thank you. I'm so sorry for this interruption.
No problem. No problem.
Okay. The session is ended, isn't it?
It's ended. Yes. You
Okay,
have to reopen it. Maybe you can share me the link then. But you was
Of
in
course.
introduction, so you just can share me the link when you say, "Hey, Roland, make something."
Yes. I will need 1 minute to restart my container with Shopware. If we're lucky, it won't take that long.
Do you have to restart your full machine or what?
Yeah, it turned off. I'm not sure how I managed
okay.
to.
Yeah, but you don't have this 5-minute warning or something. It was totally down.
Yes, I'm a bit surprised, if I can say that. But well, my computer is. How can I say it in a nice way? I don't like it at the moment. That's the reason I have bought a Mac. 1 minute. Maybe I'm lucky and it already worked again. Please, 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 please. Yes, looks fine. So I will send you the link. Just need to restart Cypress, but that's no big deal either.
Okay, ich bin schon zurück. Schauen wir, dass wir...
Okay, ich glaube, ich sehe wieder was.
Okay, ich glaube, ich bin wieder zurück. Hörst du mich wieder?
Ja, perfekt.
Ja, so ärgerlich.
Tut mir echt leid, gerade mit dem Akku. Ich weiß nicht, wie ich es hinbekommen habe. Also ich muss irgendwo gegengekommen sein oder so.
Mir ist auch wieder der Fernseher weggeflogen hier.
Okay. Sind wir denn jetzt noch auf Englisch unterwegs oder sind wir...
Yes, yeah. Go back in English.
All right.
And yes, there was a little problem here. So now I am also back here. A lot of trouble in the Hubble. Okay.
But That's fine. Okay. Where did we stop? I guess it was with the loading indicator, wasn't it?
We stopped at the loading at the loading state. We want to check out the loading state, that the loading state is clear. And
Alright.
then we want to grab the first price, I think.
Yeah, okay. We pinned this snapshot in order to find the right selector. I think it's this one, actually. Well, let's see if I'm right. Okay. I want to wait for the selector to be visible, to wait if the loading starts, and for it to be not existent anymore.
Okay. Then you check both if the loading starts and ends to avoid that you that the change is not working.
Right.
Cool.
Pascal, do you mean your questions for the XHR request, or which one do you mean? Okay. In the meantime, I'll restart the test to see if our thing works in a good way. And yes, he sees that the loading state is visible and that it disappears again. Okay. Let's continue to see if our product box is good to see. And here there's this sort of selector I don't like to use, if I'm honest. So I'll return to the dev tools and try to find a better one. Maybe the product box is okay, and because of the fact that we just need the first one, we can use the Cypress command for that as well. Command first. So this get command will return us an array of elements which are matching for this selector. And
could you print this with a debug bar or something? Could you maybe write it on a variable and show us what is in there?
I can do that, but I can do it in a bit nicer way to see. So 1 minute, please.
Okay.
I love the Cypress test runner because it helps you debugging. You see, I have the console open, and when I click this product box log entry, you can, see lots of information about that element. And as you see, there are 24 of those product boxes. And if you open it, you can, see all information you might need.
Can you just show me where I find the HTML structure in an element where it gets this price from?
Here, yield it.
Okay.
It was a bit hidden because of the fact that we had so many elements. So here you can see a quite neat overview on your element. But of course you can print it out in Cypress as well, but it's not a good pattern if you ask Cypress or if you look in the documentation to save elements in a variable, so I don't want to do that at the moment.
Okay.
Alright. So we want to see the price in this product box, right?
But you will select from the product box to price and not use the first price. So you also can go to the HTML and say, hey, give me the first prize with right click and select elements by CSS path or something like this.
Correct. I know that the
Why?
right selector, because he will, if I'm right there, I need to check it out, but it will give you all the elements with this selector.
Yeah, but then you have all this first.
The first of all those elements, and we want to have the first one because it's the first in the list.
Okay. Okay, so you don't go from the product and then from this product variable to deeper. Then you say just product price first and get it. So
That's right.
and now you say this is a variable called discarding first price or whatever, lowest price, or highest price.
Well, if you
It's
want
the
to,
highest price.
if you want to know dynamically which the product with the highest price is, you might have to do a little request to the Shopware API.
No, I only want to see that when you are discarding, that you have the highest price, or we only want to say that this price is higher than the lowest price when we sort the other way.
Okay, so let's check this first price. Here contains macht. I love auto-completion. Do you want to check the lowest price after
I don't think
this?
I don't think maybe you don't get what I want. I want the first price on a variable here, and then I want to select the ascending sorting, and then compare this price here with the new price.
Ah, okay. Let's see how we can save it in a pretty little way. Should be invoke value if I'm right. I'm not sure about it at the moment, but let's try it out. I get price first. Invoke the value function. Let's see if it helps us. Of course, I'll do it like that in a bit. This is the highest price. Let's see if that does already work this way. I'm not sure actually, but let's try it out. I'll use the CI log to see if we're on the right track, right in the test runner.
Okay.
Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, the question by Pascal is it also possible to wait for an XRR to finish and not only rely on CSS classes? Sure it is. It's a thing I want to show you a little bit later, but I think this one doesn't like this one. Maybe Cypress is satisfied now. But of course you can. To explain it to you, it's read-only. Oh yeah, I'm a bit silly. Sorry, it's let.
Yeah, I also think that, but I don't have this JavaScript skills.
I was a bit nervous. I'm sorry about that. Look. Okay, that could be problematic. Let's see what he got says. Yeah, okay, but that's not the thing I wanted to have.
Yeah, maybe you have to pass it to an integer. Maybe it's enough with an integer. We don't need the cents.
He gives us the whole element. I was sure that this would catch up the radio. Maybe I have to
Maybe there's
look it up.
something to get text from.
Yeah. Let me take a short look for that.
You can look with us together, so we also can see
Alright.
how we do something on documentation.
Let's see if it helps us already. I don't want to use jQuery. Maybe that's a good idea to look it up. Yeah, of course, it's more reliable to use the response of an XHR request to wait for something to happen. Actually, I do it in the official Shopware platform repository.
Yeah, but
Actually,
maybe you don't have everywhere XHR requests, and
in
you
this
have
case, we have
simple loading pages. Yeah, here we have it.
yeah, but I wanted to proceed step by step, so I didn't show it at the moment.
Invoke value.
Let's see if this was actually the case to use. Messaging, no. It doesn't look good. I'm not sure if they do it that way. Save text. Pixel. There's the Cypress documentation. Get this? Yeah, that's. We could try such a thing. Not sure if it's the one we are looking for, though.
Looks a bit tricky, yes.
Yeah, but well.
To match include.
We need this lecture here. And here we actually.
But it's just text. It's a function text from the diff, from the $diff.
Yeah, it seems like that's the case.
Maybe you don't need to just replace the invoke with text. I also can I also can do here something.
Yeah, feel free.
I don't know if you shared me the new link.
I sent it to you, didn't I?
Okay.
Yeah, it's another one. It's ending with et.
Et, okay. I will connect.
Okie dokie.
So, yes. Yeah, and they're just text and okay.
Well, let's see where we at. Syntax error, my fault. Next try. Is not a function.
Maybe you need a super plugin.
We'll try it this way, like they mentioned it in the documentation.
Okay, I'm here.
Yep.
Const text, okay.
Let's see where we end up now.
But now you have a let, and this is in this global space now. Should you get this back from here?
It might be okay, but wait, let's try it out. I'm just doing some trial and error. Maybe we're lucky. No, we are not. You're right. But how should we get it outside of this context then? guess that's not a good idea either. Okay. I'll do a little nasty thing now, and we'll look in their guide to best practices, and I will do something they don't want me to do, actually. Where did they hide it?
Maybe online anybody has an idea how we can do this? Pascal maybe has an idea. See the next line. There is your answer. Think. I don't know what he means with next line. Maybe on the documentation.
Assigning return values, there it is. It's not the best idea to try to assign the return value of commands with console or var. Okay, they're just referring to an element, not the content of an element.
Maybe constant will work instead of let, but why do we use let?
Because we assigned it later on.
Tricky. I'm not so in the JavaScript. I don't have any JavaScript skills.
Don't worry. It was in rogue test, wasn't it? Some minutes before.
But then we have to move it to another line.
What did they wrote? The next line's blah 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 to check forward. Where you copy paste the code block from. Yeah. Let's get back. Let's get more back. Here it is. If you need to convert text to number, no, that's not the thing I want to see. To the reference of compare values of text. That could be a good idea. But changing it, def and work test should text you. Yeah, that's an assertion, but I'm not sure if it's possible to keep the value to use it to compare it later on. And we'll fix them. Yeah. As I tried a similar thing, it said it wasn't okay. Let's try it. It's this one. Like first, invoke text, then pass float. Highest price has to be an let's see. We can command like this. I'm not sure how many yeah. Hold on, like unexpected token. Did I screw something up? Yeah, I might have screwed something up. Yes. Found it. And no.
You need one more. I think there was an error.
Yes.
One opening.
Give me a little second. One opening here. Oh, not now. There's. Sorry. I think we are needing it here. Yes. Back again. All right. And it should be okay, I guess. Let's see what happens. No syntax error, that's good. And we're back at the message chainer.
Pascal wrote something on the chat. Maybe this is the last chance, and then let's break this scenario and go with something other that we know about.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's the thing we should try. Well, all right. Okay. So we are coming back to not checking this one, like the loading state as a change in the UI, but to wait for the XHR request, because it's, like Pascal said, a better way to wait on such things. Okay, we are needing the Cypress server method to get access to the network requests. And afterwards, we are defining a route to wait for.
Okay.
Oh, I almost typed a bit. There we are trying to find the request we want to wait. Let's see if this is the right one to wait for as a request which is bringing the data in our shop.
Okay.
If you're a opinionated, you can access all information again. So we can use this one. I'll copy the request as a whole to see how I can use it. URL parameter. Okay. And I'll remove the base URL again as we don't need it. Okay. Secondly, we need to use the method. It's get. Method. All right, and we need a comma. And afterwards, in order to find the request we are waiting for, we will assign an alias to it. We're doing it with ES. Let's call it filter request.
So the rest we can move away here. We don't need anymore.
We need it because these commands are doing all the clicking. We can just remove.
But
these.
we have here now. Here is a price desk is inside here. We don't need anything to click. We are now only asking a route for the JSON response.
This one is not won't be accessed. It's nothing you type into the address. How did I call it? In the address input or something. It's just a thing to find later on. Let me show it to you. On this occasion here, I will use the wait in order to wait for the request we defined here.
Okay.
Afterwards, we can go continue with our steps.
I thought you want to get the JSON data from the response to compare the prices.
No, I just wanted to wait for it.
Okay. So we don't have a solution for our text problem.
We'll look for it together. If I need some data from Shopware in the Shopware platform repository, I'll get it beforehand by using the API. So that's the way I like to use. But of course, it's not always the best thing, because if you are doing such things, you are testing the API as well. You have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, sure. The front-end tests will cover the API.
Yeah, but I thought because of the fact that Shopware is API first, we will always cover the API. So I was cannot be named. Oh, that's my fault. I have to remove the yet. So in this case, I thought that it's better to not bother about it. Yes, here you see that the XHR request is checked with the filter request with the alias we gave it. And here, this wait command will wait until this request will occur.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it won't check on the status code or something because we are just telling it to wait for the request. So we should add some assertion on the status code. I'll search it from another test. Something I do a lot in those tests. This is a test which is opening all modules in the administration UI and see if everything is rendered and loaded. So here, I removed them after this then. Okay, was it the right status code? Yes,
200,
it was.
yes.
200. All right. Okay, well, let's see if it works. Well, XHR is not defined. Yeah, because I'm silly. I need to use. All right. That's right. Yeah, there it is. It checks if the XHR request has the property status, and if the status is 200. So you can be sure that the request has a successful response if you name it like that. And you see the data is available as soon as the response is coming okay. There might be a point where we still need to wait for the loading animation to finish because here you can toggle the request and the response status of the application, and as you see, it's not ready yet. Maybe the animation takes some more seconds.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they
Soon?
have to work on the data. Oh.
Yes. Alrighty. Okay. So when we want to get the scanning price, we can use these select commands to get the scan. Again, we will wait for the
Response.
I'm just checking it will not work because here it's hard-coded on descending. So
yeah, it must get this information somewhere else. Sure. Maybe you can say filter request descending and filter request ascending for the alias.
Yes. Or you use a glue pattern to make it a bit more beautiful here. But of course, if you do that, it won't check the root if it's the right root. So maybe a good idea, maybe not. Depends on your test case.
I see.
Okay, I'm just assuming that it's right that way. Maybe we have to change it if these IDs or something change. We'll see it when we run the test. Oh, what did I do now? I make it filter request as false. So I was a bit clumsy.
He has a new name.
Yes. Scanning is scanning. Next time.
Alias.
Oh, looks good.
Yeah, looks good.
All right, and here we have the lowest price.
Yeah, but hard-coded makes no sense for us, huh?
Yeah, so we have to look for another solution to get this function. Get this function. Okay. How did I mess it up that way? Okay. I would have had to try out a bit more then. Are there other suggestions to solve our little text problem? I don't see any in the chat, so we could use a search request to get the
Yeah,
productive thing.
don't make it so complicated. It's not. We don't have to go this long way to make this simple thing here. I think we check it out, and maybe later we get this as a comment on GitHub or here down on the video or whatever. We will fix it out. So maybe tell me some user stories that you are familiar with, what you say that makes sense, and what can I write with your introduction? What do you think about?
Okay, the waiting strategies I already showed a bit earlier than I thought we would do. So that's a thing we already did in the last session, but how do you think about testing different viewports?
Different view parts, you mean from desktop? So burger menu is on and main navigation you don't see? Something like this?
Yeah, for this case, we have already a little thing to look at, but maybe as I think in a
Let's write us something. Not every time look at something. So let's do us.
yeah, so my idea would be doing this with the checkout.
With the checkout. So
Yeah,
I fill
doing
in checkout and if the checkout is working in different viewpoints,
yeah, right.
I don't get it. Can you show it to me?
Yeah, I think about a use case where you are doing the checkout here as a desktop resolution.
Yeah.
I think we have this command already installed here. And doing all those steps on an iPad resolution or iPhone resolution or something like that.
Ah, okay.
Because I think that every aspect of a checkout has to work in every case. We don't have any puffer or what is the way for the word for it in English? I don't know.
Yeah. I know what you mean, but sometimes I think it's just username and a password, and this will not break on different screens.
There was a case I remember where it broke.
Ah, okay.
But of course, if you want to check the registration or something, we can do it as well.
Can you maybe just go here on the mobile view, please?
Of course, that's quite easy to do. I'll choose the navigation folder for that.
No, let me do this. Let me do. Let
Oh,
me
sorry.
do
Yes,
this.
yes, of course.
But first, can you show it to me on the front end, please?
Of course. Give me a second. Here it is. All right.
So yes, exactly, and then okay, we have this burger navigation there.
Yes.
So we will check that on the desktop there is no burger navigation and the main navigation is open. And when we switch to mobile, then we will see the burger menu and the main navigation will not be there, I think.
Okay, doc.
Okay, so I will do a new file here.
Feel
So
free.
let me see navigation, and we have here new file what is called burger.spec.js. Now you also would see this, I think. And then I
Yes.
have to check what is described before. describe its. Okay. I will check this here because I'm not so familiar with it. Test navigation views on desktop do not see burger menu. Okay, and then to go to English here, then I close this. There will be my test inside, and are there more?
You seem to miss a little, I'm not sure about the English word at the moment. Klammer.
Yeah, bracket.
Bracket, sorry, yeah. You seem to miss
Like
a bracket.
this here. I think this is it. No, this is there. Open, and yes, the second one here,
Yes,
and the second one here.
correct.
Okay, so what is it? CI dot
You're right.
dot. Was it get or no? What was
Yeah.
I think I'm here on the totally wrong tests. So that I'm on start page and wait
Yeah.
for elements navigation or whatever. The page is loaded.
Yes, you need to use the visit command first in order to open the site by itself.
Visit. Okay. Okay, then I am here.
Right.
And then I have to wait for the main navigation. Or whatever. What's. Yeah. The body. What is there a page is loaded method in Cypress also?
I usually look for the element I want to work with. Let's give
Is
me
it wait for or should?
just like the CI get and the element I want to wait for, and then I'll do an assertion for it.
Okay, then it's the CI get. Can you give me the selector of the main navigation?
Yes, give me a little moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Here. You need the main container, do you?
No, the home, where the home link is. Here.
Ah, right.
Yes, this. Okay,
Main
a bit up.
navigation.
Is it main? No, it's more up, I think. It's class nav main.
Nav main.
Okay,
You mean that?
I got
Okay.
it. Also, it's class dot nav minus main, and then it's visible.
Should be visible, yes.
Should and then it's something like this here. B. What is this?
You can write
Visible. Something like this, huh?
almost, yes. You can connect those two strings by using a dot. I do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
so
would work.
yeah, this is a test. This is the first test, and I don't see the burger menu. Can you please reopen it and go to the mobile view and give me the ID or the selector of the burger menu? I don't know why you make this every time so little.
Yeah,
Windows.
something went wrong with my resolution. I don't know why. I'm so sorry.
It's no problem.
Ah, it's like Murphy's Law. I said it.
It's life. It's pain and hard work.
Oh,
Office
yeah.
workers are working very hard. Yes.
It's,
Also, a big topic is our jobs are not so easy and lazy that many people think about.
they seem to refuse to even do anything when I'm in this view.
You are now in a special window modus.
Yeah, I guess so. It does really weird things. I don't know how to fix it at the moment spontaneously. If anyone has an idea and likes to
I
come
don't
to
know in what modus you are doing now.
I have no idea either. What's this thingy?
What, select this and then just press the how is it called, the window left button.
To the left, I don't have a number book at the moment, but I can use the Chrome window again. It's a little, yeah, success.
Super strange, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this computer. It's doing a really strange thing. It's not the first time, but this particular thing is indeed the first time. Well, but what's life without a bit of comedy, isn't it? Here, if I'm right, it
It's
is
more up, I think. Maybe something called like burger.
menu button. It's the first button, which seems to be the right thing when I'm looking in the preview. Here.
Yeah, it could be this main toggle button. Maybe copy this class just. I will copy this line here. And then you copy the selector here. So the toggle button selector.
Mm-hmm.
It was just. Okay, wait, I do it. I think it's only this here. Hopefully. Okay, and then it's what is not visible is this new word like this.
You should be able to do that. Maybe you need to switch the not and the B, but it should work. These are child versions. It's no.
Or is it just like this, not visible?
Yeah, it should be okay.
Okay, on desktop you don't see, but you see on desktop see main nav and not burger menu. So maybe it could be.
Okay, let's see what happens now.
Hey, guess who's back?
We are not in the right. Just at the moment, it's the burgers back.js. I have no idea how to fix this thing. But your test is working now.
Okay, and then we need the mobile view and switch it back. So what can I say here? I am now from the default. Maybe it's here in your what was the default setting about Cypress? Where was your default settings here?
You mean the Cypress Json?
Yeah, the Cypress Json. Where is it? Where is the file, by the way?
It's in the root directory. Directly here.
Down there. tsconfig.json. This file? No.
It's called Cypress Json. It's in the first.
There. Cypress JSON. So in the Cypress JSON will say that I come with desktop. Maybe.
Yeah,
or it's default. Desktop is default, maybe.
But if you want to use another resolution, you can set it in the
No,
test.
no, it was only it's a viewport, and I only want to ask where this base information comes from, and now we will say that when we can we go further and write here a second test here.
Of course, yes.
Okay. So I will do the same, I think.
May I answer a question in the meantime for Lars?
Yes, sure. I don't see them because I'm here.
No problem at all. Lars, if you are still with us, the advantage of Cypress when it comes to comparing Cypress with Conception is, in my opinion, that you have many more possibilities to debug. It's this test runner you see when we are checking the test. There you can see every state of your application. And
Okay,
you have,
maybe I also want to say something about this.
if you want, sorry.
On Conception, you can just use Xdebug, and on Xdebug you see your open browser, and here then you can also debug every step from your command line in the open browser. So it's nearby the same, I think. Are you still with me?
Well, we have a bit of delay, I think. So
Okay.
might last a bit if you want to see the answer or something.
Yeah, okay. So and was the answer clear for you?
For me? Yes.
Yes. So there is no difference. On mobile, do not see main on mobile get ends. See program menu. So then I have to do here not maybe I don't know. Maybe the main navigation is still there, but only in another format.
Yeah, we will see when we run the test.
And yeah, and here we can change our
viewport. Yes, it's
viewport.
the command type viewport.
What do I do before I visit?
Would be in general, it doesn't mind where you do it, but I think it's better to do it before the visit because it looks better if you're working with the test runner.
Viewports. Okay.
Otherwise, it will be a little bit of flickering.
And then there is an array inside or something.
Yeah, you can use any resolution, but Cypress gives you some presets as well. If you want, you can use iPhone -6.
Yeah, okay.
But you can use any resolution you like, if you want.
iPhone -6. This is okay for me. I think 11 is the actual iPhone, not.
Yeah, I don't know how updated they are with the resolutions at the moment. This is a preset I really know that it's working.
Okay, then we can run this, I think.
All right, let's see. I think it looks good, doesn't it?
I don't know. It's on the left side. Not normally. Okay. There are two. I like green. I like this green for valid tests and not blue.
Yeah, it's a little playing around of me. I wanted to do a little Shopware skin. It's nothing you need to use. I can turn it off if you like.
Yeah, that's no problem. But normally it's green, yes?
Yes. Let me show it to you. It's just a bit of sugar I wanted to do.
No, it's okay that you can customize its passion, and passion is good for your work. Sure.
There's even a dark mode plugin. And
I see this here on the Cypress Json, and there is dark mode, theme dark is selected.
Yeah,
this is a background, maybe the background in the middle here.
Maybe actually it was since a year I last touched it, so maybe the case. Okie dokie.
Okay.
So we wrote a little pretty test for a mobile viewport. Last time we played around with Cypress a bit, there were some questions to page objects. Should we use them or should we search for another use case to do?
Page objects would be very helpful for me
All
and
right.
for my work. Yes, when we can say that's the main navigation and burger menu, when we can say that we can use this on page objects, this would be helpful. Yes.
Okay, so let's change this test a bit. I'm just looking if I already use page objects here, or if I need to take a look, but it looks like a good thing. Okay. Yeah, there are many selectors we might even not need in our test at the moment, but if you want.
Now we write
Yeah,
it new. So should I? Should I?
of course, if you like. We need
Where was it? I have to follow you, by the way.
it's in the support folder, and there you find the pages folder.
Okay, so I can keep open new file. I got here some navigation dot page minus object. Is it? Do you need it like this?
Sorry,
It's a naming convention.
I can't see it at the moment. Where are you?
Ah, yeah, okay. Dot JS. Now you get it.
Yeah, now I have it. I think the name convention is okay. I used to do a little SW prefix for doing Shopware things, but it's no thing which is really necessary, so we can leave it that way at the moment.
Okay, so and now is the main navigation is, what was it? Was it object or object? Okay. So like this.
May I rename the page object for a minute?
Why?
Because this way it will be doubled.
Navigation? Ah, yeah, okay. So let me do this.
All right.
Otherwise, it will not come to my brain.
No problem.
So class general object. So it's my navigation object.
Yes.
Okay, and so we got this here, and then we got here the burger menu. Okay, and the burger menu was this. I have to close. This is the burger menu. Okay. Okay, then I have to close this one, then I have to close that one and that above.
Oh, looks good, I think, yes.
Okay, and then I have to inject this here to my my navigation. Where was it? It's closed now.
It's the burger spec.js, isn't it?
Ah, yeah, okay. So I have to inject this here, maybe?
Yes, might be right. Give me a little minute. I checked some little thing. Yeah, you should
import,
be able.
Just an import.
Yeah, import like you are used to, and then you can use that as a constant if you want.
Okay, I copy this here. Whoppa! Now you go away. I was on the pin. What file did you have open it?
I'm in the burger spec.js.
Yeah, but I want to get the copy paste from the import.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what tests you had open. Just a second. I have to follow you here on Visual Studio Code, and now I got this because it was so
Sorry
fast.
for that.
It was so fast for me. It's no problem. I think we are on track now. Yes. So we have here our navigation. There's no auto-completion.
Are you back in the burger spec, Chase?
Yes, you can check the pin on the right top on the right. When you go to this pin, right with the mouse, more to the right.
Yeah,
right. There is a little pin on the right side of more right with the mouse, more to the right, more. Go more to the right. Right. Yes, and up. And when you click there, then you follow me. So when I click here something, you are or scroll or whatever, you are on my way.
Oh, I really like that. I wasn't aware. It's my first time to have.
You have to go out of this mode when you work by yourself, because otherwise this would be a bit tricky. So.
By the way, that's something I have to keep in mind. I like it.
Yeah. So module, where was it? Module. Pages module. Because I don't know, I have here auto-completion, so I don't know really.
Let me see. I don't think we are in the module. I guess we are at the pages level. So pages, navigation, page object JS.
Okay, here we go. So imports and it's not product page object.
Yeah. Sorry for being fast.
This is cool when you say every time here page object, and then just reuse this, because then it's every time the same. Because then you can reuse your code. I think maybe you need this sometimes. I don't know exactly, but on Codeception, when you use the same name on every test, then you can reuse the code in the test.
If that's possible, it's a nice thing, yes.
Maybe, I don't know if we need it here. So now I want to have here my main navigation. Is it just like this?
You need to.
Or is it page object dot?
You need to construct it here. That might be okay. I use it in a slightly other way. I'm not sure because I use page object not that much, but I use it way like this. Let me paste it.
Yeah.
To initialize the class first.
Okay, and now you see you use here page because you want to reuse your code, and then it's, I don't know how you write it. It's not with the dot command.
It should be okay. Page element and then your navigation.
Main navigation. How was the name? I don't have auto-completion here.
Let us look for it at the moment.
Then it's elements, page object, page
elements, and then main navigation in.
Okay. So main navigation and.
You should be fine now.
Yeah. I think I just do the other stuff here. Page dot elements. Elements was here. Let me recheck this. Elements was this. Elements. Okay. Now I understand it. Burger menu. You don't see the auto-completion from me, but I have auto-completion here. And this is the greatest thing of this live sharing extensions, because I can use my keyboard layout.
Oh, that's really a blessing.
I have here an English layout now, and I work also on an Dell Ubuntu system here. But when other people are working on Mac or whatever, they have their own keyboard, and then they also will have their own shortcuts. And this is super powerful.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I don't know how you use multi-cursor and all the stuff here, but maybe you can make this much more elegant.
May I ask you for your opinion?
Yes, sure.
I'm not sure about one thing about page object. Do you use page object for methods as well to use them for things you are using very often, or should we use commands for that? I'm not sure about what to prefer there.
So what do you mean with methods or commands? So when I do make maybe something like I log in as a user, I log in as an admin, something like that?
Yes, some actions you are repeating on lots of occasions.
I think in conception it's not on a page object. It's maybe on the acceptance tester. This is maybe something like a step object or something. This is different kind. But
Yes.
I would do this login methods. I think it's a very important thing on every page I have to test, and I will write them in methods and try to reuse them. I think something like an do newsletter subscription, or maybe also this kind of price sorting you can reuse on every Shopware shop, maybe.
Yeah, some of those methods I start in the commands, and some of them, if they are scoped on one module or page or something, I put in the page object, and I'm not sure if it's good to store them in a page object. So I'm thinking about moving them to the commands completely, but I'm not sure if it's a good practice or not.
I think it's very good practice when you all reusable code to make this in proper functions that you can just say, hey, make everything okay.
Yeah, so commands like this would be the best end result, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so I'll do some refactoring then, because at the moment some of those methods should be called like that in Shopware, and I don't like that.
Okay. Yeah, it would be better when it's on the CI. I don't know if you get it there, but yeah, it has nothing to do with the page objects are selectors, and they have nothing to do with logic, I think.
That's great, because now I'm even more motivated to do that and to be confident that I'm doing the right thing if I refactor it. This
is a thing that you can say. You write a test like here, this burger menu test. I think this is you need everywhere, and you can just say check my mobile navigation or whatever, and then you can reuse this on different projects.
All right. And then as I export all of my commands to our official test suite plugin, every job owner could use it. That's
the best thing. I think the best thing is when you just say, here's my URL, and here is are my page objects, and then you go to a front-end developer and say, please replace the selectors, and everything works.
Yeah. Okay, I know what I do next week.
And when you do this as an open source project, where everybody can say, hey, I just do here my markup, and just say here my markup is inside and it will work, then we should help a lot of people. I also try to start something with Conception to make some tests that you need for every page. But the problem on this test, maybe when you say you need on every cookie acceptance or something like this, yes, you need it on every page, or maybe that there is an imprint link somewhere and you can click this imprint link, that this test that works on every page will not find really bugs. Yes. They mostly of the time they are green. I don't have a test where I can say, okay, you can say something like you got an autocomplete, and you can say when the UL from the autocomplete is not coming, that you have an issue. Autocompletion test, maybe we have an autocompletion here. We can write a test for this. Maybe I don't know how long you have time today, but I think we get it in 15-20 minutes. Then you can say, okay, when this UL from the autocompletion will not come, you have an error, and this will also cover your JavaScript files. And this is a test what maybe find out that you have problems with your JavaScript, or maybe with your Elasticsearch, or on an autocompletion of a search there is many things behind.
All right, we can try it, of course, yes.
Okay. But maybe you can say me how I write this little, how I get a function on the CI. Do you know how I do this? Because this wizard, so we can make a load start page, maybe. Then we can, this line here, we can say ci.load start page.
Okay, so we want to write a little custom command. Therefore, here you find the commands folder, and I'll open this one. There I already wrote some more commands. We don't need to pay attention to them. You need a bit of boilerplate code for that, so the autocompletion will work as intended. So I'll just copy a little step, and you are adding your commands to the Cypress commands property. And if you do that, you can use it as you are used to with any other Cypress command. You can even override Cypress own commands if you want to. So would you like to write the CRI reset there?
What is this? What is this file? Where is it coming from? It's all from you? Or from your team? So
that's my my commands I wrote since I guess a year or something. From Cypress,
okay.
just this part is coming from until line 28. It's a little hack time project I did to pitch Cypress for my team leader.
Okay.
And as I used it in the official hackathon of Shopware with some external...
But you can also just add a new command. You maybe load it with the same import. So if we just say here, we do, in the commands folder, we do a new command, .js file. Then we can just have a new file and just import this on an like the other import command on our burger menu.
All right.
Okay.
You don't need to import it like that. It's a bit easier. How should we call this command file?
Navigation. No, page loader.js.
All right. Before we do anything, we need to import this in the index.js of the support folder. It's here. I'll do it in a short time. It was a bit too. Okay, dot commands. And then we are using the page loader. All right, and that's everything you need to import, as far as I remember. All right, let's get back to the page loader, and I'll add some here boilerplate because I'm a bit lazy when it comes to writing for the auto completion. How do we want to call this command?
This function load start page.
Load
Start page. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll paste the name here in here as well.
Do you need a comment block above?
It's for the auto completion later.
Okay. Because it's doubled information.
Yeah, but as far as I know, they generate the auto completion because of the comment, so I would leave it that way.
Okay, no problem.
Do you want to just visit the front page?
Yeah, no. I want to visit the start page and I want to have a status that everything is loaded. So
Alright.
We wait for, I don't know, if page is fully loaded. I think there is also you can just wait here now for an H1 element or whatever. This is for this example for this evening is okay, but in the future you can say that you maybe use some JavaScript that the body is totally loaded or whatever.
I love to use the request, which is bringing the data in the site.
I think request is not rendering.
Yeah, not alone, of course.
And then when you start to interact, fill in a search field, and it's not rendered. You have problem. 200 is too fast. When you just say when you get a status 200, then there will be an empty page.
Yeah. Could we see our a little test where I did this?
What is be visit?
Sorry.
What is should be visit?
I was a bit,
I could that is a new command.
Nah, that was my fault.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Should we try it out?
Yeah. So you just go to the burger, and replace this. You have to import it, or it's auto loading, huh?
Yeah, it's already there because we imported it in the index.js of the support file, support folder. Sorry. All right.
Then you can replace it on line 14 also. Yes.
All right. Oh.
And remove the parameter.
Oh, that's right. Okay, let's see how far we got there. Oh, there's an load start variable is not a function. Did I screw something up with the import? I'll take a look.
Maybe you have to reload some Cypress caching autoloader that we have a new. Okay, we have to say that we have a new file.
I did it here. That should
okay, you import page loader, maybe.
Let me see if I did something another thing wrong or forget anything. Oh, I have to move this one.
Page loader.js.
No, that's okay.
What was the error? Is the error still there?
Is not a function. You can't read it. I used the parent command, so it should be fine, I guess. What did I wrong?
Maybe you have to reopen this tool from the command line.
I don't think I have to reopen everything. Let's see what happens now. It's the same thing. I forgot. I think I forgot anything.
Do you can open a test where you use some of the other commands?
Yes, should be okay. Let's see if I have something which is fine for it. I will use the checkout test. There I use this get random product information thingy.
Okay.
Where is it? Here. It used to work yesterday, so I hope.
Yesterday, all my trouble seemed so far away.
Oh yeah. Well, it did its job. Of course, you don't see the command as it is like this.
No, this is not the problem. This is the same, yes. I have to check. Maybe you are not in the right namespace. So these Cypress commands add. Maybe there must be something before. Can you open another file with commands? What is running? This commands.js file. I have to check if there's something in the header.
Yeah, they are just these command thingies, so there's nothing other than that. I will restart the test runner in a minute to be 100% sure that it's nothing like that.
Parameter, login, admin, shopware, passive.
Let's see what happens now. Can't I open it? Nah.
Maybe we need some. Looks funny.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I screwed up here. It seems okay so far. Let me try one thing, which is usually no problem, but I can.
Do you have auto completion on the loads start page on the test?
No. It looks like he doesn't recognize it. I removed thingy. It's a VM folder like that. And here there is actual auto completion. Here it's okay.
Tricky, yes. Import commands.js. This maybe. Why was this file?
This command is an actual file, not a folder. It's this one.
Yeah, I know. Maybe because we use camel case in the file name. This cannot be the problem, huh?
I would be surprised either.
Can you rename it just to make something? You
yes.
also have to rename the file is renamed.
What is happening here?
Before.
That was my fault because I removed. We have an actual npm command, npm package to add some.
No, there was.
It was not in this file, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see if it was here. Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
This. Yeah, I don't think I have this file on my local.
Okay, that might be a problem. What is happening here? Yeah, he's still not reading it. Let's try to use the command in an actual file which is already imported. Just to make sure that it's not the command we are screwing up.
Then you can just copy paste it there because there will no problem with namespaces because we are not loaded. That we have overwritten.
Or did I just try anything on my local machine? Okay, he doesn't find in each one. Maybe.
Yeah, this is for the SEO team.
Here,
Yeah, maybe there's no H1, then you can check for product or whatever. Dot product.
Yeah, I'll take these.
But this is working, yes?
Yeah, it's working. There's something with the import, but I don't know what the problem is because it's exactly the same than the others. And they are working indeed. So maybe something on my
But I don't know if you need this all the other have some. Oh wait, there's a set product fixture visibility. When you go to the pin, you can see where I am.
Yes.
I think this is the same here. Or yes. Isn't it? And we have this page loader. The page loader is empty on me. There's nothing inside. You just cut it from there.
Yeah, I did. I'll bring it back in a minute.
This is spooky, huh?
Yeah, I feel challenged. Same with the text problem we had some minutes ago. I want to know how it works.
Normally this text will work, huh? This is a super important function.
Yes, so I'm a bit challenged to find out why it didn't work in our case. When I use Google to search for solutions, I just found some assertions, but not an actual case where they printed out the text, and now I'm challenged. I want to know. There's one question in the chat by Lars.
What is a Cypress chainable? What is a member of Cypress chainable?
Cypress chainable are these.
It's on. This is autocomplete. That you can make this get and make more dot and then create that you can chain the functions.
Yeah, that's right.
Name function select. This is tricky, yes.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused at the moment. Okay, can we please look if our command is working with the new selector just to
yeah, sure. Yeah, it's not a problem to don't have our own. I think also we are out there. Maybe you can show us 2 or 3 tests what are finished, where you can say, hey, this is something what shows the Cypress magic.
All right. I would go back to the checkout test. And here we are seeing that our test is working now. So it has to be the file in whatever reason. I'll change to a little checkout test. Lars, I'm not sure what you mean with your questions for some real methods instead of all those strings. Um, can you explain a bit further what you mean?
Yeah, I think Lars will tell that there is some parsing from a string to a function, and the question is if we can just say here when you go to my pin.
Yeah, a second.
Yeah, no problem. If there is a chance to say should and then be, yeah, something like this.
Ah, yeah, of course.
And
I
then visible.
don't know if he was there as we did it, but I'm using a child assertion to wait for the status code in the request. I'll change to the use filters back, and there I think he's thinking about this assertion, isn't he?
To have, I think he is. I don't know, but I think, and I also asked me the question in this should. Then you have here should be on and not visible and whatever, and this is a string parsing, and if you will have here real functions, because real functions will give us autocompletion.
Okay, that might help with these child assertions. This assertion and these should assertions are working the same way. It's no, I think it's a thing of preparation which to use. These ones should.
Yeah, then you have to. It should is the same like to have.
Yes, these changes are the same as you use here.
To have. Okay, to have and then visible maybe or whatever. Yeah.
I'll think.
So, but I normally I can say to Lars and to other developers who start with developing, you maybe not need more than 50 or 20 methods to for all your cases. So I think we have here now covered 60% of everything we need in our daily work. And when you're going to 3 more user stories, and then you have to fill fields and you have to check if error messages there and something like this, then you have seen everything what you need to do with tests in the future. Are you familiar with me, Ramona?
I think so. What do you miss at that moment here?
No, he just miss if he have here some not the strings, just if he can use here functions, because the string be visible and not visible and will do not give us any kind of autocompletion, and so we don't know what's to write in there.
These child assertions, as I did in the wait block, do give you auto completion, I think. At least as I tried it some seconds ago.
Okay, so you want to show a new test?
Yeah, it's the checkout test here, and it covers a bit more steps. So I thought it would be fine to see it. And here, this test is using hooks. So I wanted to show you that I'm just testing this checkout workflow here. It's important for me to just test one workflow in the test I want to cover. Everything I need for a checkout, like a customer, a product, or a category, I want to create in a hook and to use as shortcut. Like here, I'm creating all the things I need, like a sales channel or product via API, because when I'm testing the checkout, I don't want to test the creation of a product. It's a whole completely new workflow. So I want to use it as a shortcut and do it before I start the test in the board for each hook here. So when the test starts to run here at account login, the product is already available. So we just need to focus on one workflow at a time. That's important because the more you are doing in your test, the more prone they are to being flaky. Yeah, and so you can use your product here as if it was there in your job from the start. Afterwards, I try to remove everything I created or changed in the test. Like here, I delete the customer, which I used to register in my job. This is a quite simple way to clean up. Cypress says to you that it's better to clean your whole installation before you run the test. But that's a bit complicated to show to you in some minutes. If you got questions, we can look it up in another session or something, where we using a MySQL jump to set Shopware back to a clean state before every test is run. All right. Was I too fast?
For me, everything is clear.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's good. Then you just get some product to your checkout card.
Yes. Here. All right. Is there something other I can show you in a good way? I'm not sure yet. Here you see my favorite feature in Cypress Json to be able to see every step you're doing when the test is executed. It's quite...
And it also makes a video directly, yeah? When you run the test.
Yeah, that's right. I guess
Can you maybe show this video? It's an MP4 or not?
I didn't record it, but I can enable it for you. This is it, video.
Then it's not so fast, huh?
Yeah, and Cypress has one weakness at the moment. The videos are recorded every time or no time. So if you enable the video recording, as I do at the moment, every spec
You have to every
record.
test, yes.
And not just the failing ones. And this is the thing I don't like, because it doesn't save that much
When you
memory.
start a video, you don't know if the test will fail or not.
Yeah.
So you cannot make this. When you make this once this feature clean, you can say, please run all the tests, and for all failed tests, please give me videos. After that, so I think it's super complicated.
Yeah, it is. You can. What did I do now? But this test is can't open it. You can adjust the Cypress module API in order to just save the video if your test fails, but it will be compressed every time, so your test suite will be slowed down. So I'm not that happy with the solution at the moment.
On Codeception, when you activate videos, or it's not videos there, it's a screenshot gallery that makes a screenshot on every step and then gives you an HTML slideshow. it's super slow.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's indeed the point where I'm not that happy at the moment. I would love to enable video recording, but not
Because
in
when you see something like here, my OBS tool that just covers a screen to YouTube, you think that it also should be super easy to cover the whole session as a video and don't have this performance bottleneck.
Yes.
It's open source, we can do it.
Okay, let's see if the configuration is already right. Where it's the video, it's true, yes. So let's look for a short test to
Yeah,
use.
burger menu is a super short test, yes.
Alrighty. Okay, let's see if it did that. Or if it's...
It killed your machine.
Yeah, it's a bit broken at the moment, but let's make the best of it. Okay.
Destroy the session.
Well, I hope I was able to show you lots of things either way.
So it's here on the there's an output folder on the test with the video now.
Yeah, I'm searching for it at the moment. It should be in Cypress, but I cannot find it there, so I'm a bit
Maybe
surprised.
you have to right click and refresh normally, but normally it's super fast. It's no refresh. Maybe you can just reopen this folder. Maybe then it's new written.
I created, maybe he has a problem with it being away.
Could be.
That's the file. I don't want to have a file. New folder. Videos. As I looked at the configuration a minute ago.
Maybe you can give him 777 also. I don't know what user. But you can try. The burger menu.
Let's see if it's the right. Yeah, Cypress videos should be alright. Burger menu go. Alright.
Here's no output that he write a video on this view.
It should be okay. We put it through, so it should be recording. But I can't see any video in this folder. I guess I crashed something on my machine.
Yeah, it's no problem.
I am not sure why I should do these kind of things.
But it just will show us make an MP4 file for every of our specs. Yes? So when we have 10 specs, then there are 10 videos.
Yeah, that's right.
And there are not 15 videos when we have. It's not for every it method.
As I'm not using it in my daily basis, I'm not sure, but I think it's for any test case, actually.
So when you say, okay, I'm working on a remote machine and the tests are fired on my GitLab or whatever, how do I get the result? How can I see what is failed? Do I get this overview? What's this toolbar here, or do I have an HTML snapshot or whatever?
You have a screenshot and you have your log output. I didn't.
So you don't have an HTML snapshot?
You can configure many reporters. We are using JUnit for that in RCI.
Okay.
But you can use lots of things. Let me see if I can show it in Shopware itself, or if I have download somewhere on my machine. I like to use HTML reports in the form of much awesome. I don't know if you know it. Looking if I have a report to see to show you. It's a bit tricky to configure it, so let us use a little example I have here. Where did I left it?
So when anybody say, hey, the stage has failed, then you would rerun all tests and debug what is failing there, and you don't have this information that you can say, hey, you have here the old selectors or something, that you have a quick view on it.
Yeah. Yes, you have here this, also we use this much awesome report where you can see lots of information about your test. Can you see it at the moment?
Maybe you can make it a bit bigger.
Yes.
This is better.
That's okay.
This is perfect.
Here you can see all tests which were run. First run, failed one. You can filter them, and you can see any information. Here there's an error in the for each hook where we try to execute a cleanup script which failed.
Okay. Yeah, this is not this front end bug that we want to see today.
Yeah, let me see if I have some other reports to show to you. But there you can see lots of information about.
Maybe we can just fail our burger test and check out the output.
Burger tests.
So just open the burger test and say, yeah.
I'm using a fault selector.
Okay. Yeah, something like that.
And I'll run the burger tests. You have to wait for the timeout to complete.
What is the timeout? About
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Can you also can configure as yes?
Yeah, right, in the Cypress Json file.
Okay. Now we got this information here that .1 never be found. What is the valid information? And and on the reports.
On the report, there will be
also this logs. And so
this logs will be in the screenshot. In report, it depends on what you configured. I can show you.
But you don't get you don't get an HTML snapshot from the page.
I don't think so at the moment.
Because HTML snapshots are, for my work as tester, super important.
Okay, we can try. I hate my.
Because at least I was on a registration form where 15 fields are mandatory fields, and on the first when you send it, there was only 14 error alerts or error classes, and with the HTML snapshot I could find out where the error was.
Now let's look for the things you can do here. Install report and JSON report options. The unit is the one we are using, so you get some output from the CI. Cross files is not the thing we're looking for. Expect to send it out. Big file. Which also is the thing I showed to you here. Let us. I'm looking for example where we have a front-end error. Let's see if I have something here. It's a bit spontaneously to look for examples at the moment, so please give me a little second.
No problem, no problem.
I have something. Report. Here's another one. Maybe that's helpful. They aren't named properly, so I have to look at it. Here you have, here you have a error where he couldn't find the text within an element. But here you don't have some HTML either. Maybe we would have to extend Cypress a bit.
Yeah, we don't have to do it now. It's 9:30. Totally darkness outside.
Yeah, but it's a good sign when you manage to listen to me that long.
Yeah, sure. I'm super excited on testing. And I want to go forward with testing and with you. But maybe we can say that was a practical life part, and I like to ask you a few things more, and so maybe you can end the screen sharing, and we come
Yes.
and we come back as we are here, and then I can say yes, we go besides. Totally darkness. When we started, the room was lighting, and now it's totally darkness. Yes, it's a good sign. So, first of all, thank you for this overview about and for your passion to fix out things with me.
It was wonderful, even though I had really much errors on my side.
Yeah, this is where we will learn the most, where the developers, me, and all the community, I think, will have the most impact. When you have this finished cook, sometimes it's like finished cooking. Yeah, the people come around and say, hey. On live coding on any conference, or maybe on conference I can understand it, but on workshops or so on, they say, oh, there's something not working, or I will check out another branch, and then so we will not learn how to go around with errors, to fight errors, and to debug things, and this is very good. So when I want to test, or when I want to start testing on my webpage, what do you think is a good way to do this? What are tests? What you need in what will find bugs?
Well, it depends on your use case, of course, but I think it's most important that you are covering the most common workflows from your application. Not only happy paths, so you are thinking about a negative test as well. And you have to spot the most vulnerable workflows in your application, the ones you can afford any damage. Those workflows you should begin with.
So when I do tests for teams, then I have you go forward with the deliver process, and then you see the last page before the final order, and then you say, hey, I will check out another payment and go from direct payment to PayPal. So I switch back to PayPal, and when you go then forward, it will break. Yeah, sometimes there are errors what are super complicated to get. And I think there are test teams that makes a really good job, and they say when I count up here this product 4 times and go back 3 times, and then I go to the imprint page and come back to the start page, I cannot add anything to the basket anymore or something like this. Yes, these are errors. How can I start to find this kind of bugs? Because sometimes for my business it would be also super easy if I would say, hey, you have a shop there, I don't know, Fahrrad.de or whatever popular shop on Germany, and I would say, hey, you got this issue, and I write here a test, here's a demo for Testify, just by my experience, yes. And it is super hard for me to find bugs.
Yeah, for these kind of errors, you need a human to actually test it, because the end-to-end tests will only test the
Yeah,
things you are saying them.
Sure. That you in the first, I don't want to make an automate an super tool where I can say here URL and give me $10. This would be cool, but it will not work. But as a human, I think when you want to be a good test developer, you also have to be a good or passionate human tester.
That's right, because in this way you are a more, how can I say it? You have a better judgment of the test cases you needed to test, and what to say, for example, Cypress, what it should test for you.
So where do you get your errors from? From ticket boards, or do you also sit around with a human team for a day in the week, or something else? Or how familiar are you with a human test team?
I'm the one who's taking care of the testers and to handle their resources. So I have one meeting mostly after the daily where we screen all the incoming tickets and extract test cases from them. Of course, we are using our experience to create test cases as well. If we know, okay, there's a module where most of the errors occur, we will write test cases for that as well. It's the word of regression testing, which is here really important. When we know that there's an error which is occurring multiple times, we will write a test for it. That's really important to make sure that it won't happen again.
Okay, but yeah, the reason or what I want to say is that I want to learn how to test websites and how to detect bugs as a human tester, because I don't have these ideas. I don't really have these ideas to go forward, backwards, and make all the things.
Okay, yeah.
And so for me in my world, I just go. Maybe it's a man's world or whatever you can say. I come to a page. I say here I want to get this product and I want to pay it with PayPal, and this is a straight line, and for me it's super. So I don't find this necessary bugs.
Do you know the strategy QA at speed?
I don't know. No.
This is the strategy we are using at Shopware, where we, as testers, enable the developer to test their things. So it's a lot of coaching the developers to get a feeling for these click ways or things you mentioned. When a developer is finished with this task, he is asking a tester to come by and to test together to talk about the task they implemented and to talk about the things that they might have forgotten. And this way, our testers try to coach the developers to become better testers. And what I like about this strategy is that the tester also learns to understand the developers. In this way, we accomplish to get the quality as a team effort and not developer against testers or something like that.
Yeah, I think this is a good point where we also maybe do an interview or whatever. I think maybe we have now this format here to make also discussions and to make some live views, and I think we don't need only to do here live coding, so we could maybe do something on the meta level. I also try to make some program for the future of this, and maybe we can say how to be good tester. Maybe this is also a topic. Sure, clients, programmers, developers, users, and web pages will have enough bugs, yes, and they know about the bugs, and they can just say, okay, we do the bugs. But I think sometimes they don't. I think they know that they have this kind of legacy application, and they always see, oh, we have to raise PHP level, Symfony level, or whatever. We have deprecations. We have too much deprecations. We have to do many things, and they don't really want. They don't see the impact of covering the actual status and of delivering things faster, testing things faster,
Yes.
so that they can come out of this legacy code, because they're stuck here and don't know how to move. And the last thing what they want is that they take a guy like me or maybe somebody like you who say, here, 15 bucks, please
Yes.
please fix them. So we have to discuss how we can say we can sell tests and we can sell software quality. What is the pain point? By the way, how many testers? How many test developers are you at your company?
In my teams, we have 4 people at the moment, and total we have 5.
You are searching
Our-
for new developers, by the way, for testing.
Yes.
And this is a full-time Cypress write test job.
You can
Or do
have
you have another part and make some UI or JavaScript, or are you full-time Cypress?
No, I'm a bit of a QA lead actually. I'm bringing the testers to their task, but I want to let them choose if they like to do automated testing or manual testing. I don't want to force someone into a role they probably don't know or don't like or something. So you can write lots of automated tests if you want, but if you like more the exploratory way, you are free to do that as well. Yes.
Okay, so and it's an important thing. So I see that the IT is every time telling there are not coming up enough new developers, and when I see the market, I got a new blog post about it. When I see the market only wants super experienced developers, 5 years plus, and they say everybody who has not this 5 years, we will not take. So I don't think that they have the need and the pain to give junior developers a chance, and this is a really big problem. Yes,
Oh, yes, it
as a junior developer, you have this. I don't know, Stellenausschreibung, this job advertising maybe on something like GitHub or anything, and you have to pay 7,000 euros for 6 months to offer to have a job offer there. So they will not write a junior level because the investigation of the job offer is so high that they want to have a very good qualified developer. But when I talk to younger developers, you have also this Initiativbewerbung that you can say just, hey, I'm here and want to develop things. And when you are junior developers, you don't have 2 years, you have a really big problem. And this is some topic that I also want to talk about it. And I think Shopware is open for junior developers and see chances in this. And so maybe we can do an interview about this. This is not the topic of Cypress now. All my people will drop when we start talking. You will see it later, but this is not the problem here. So thank you for this. You will share the link here, maybe on the YouTube description. You just can say here is a link to this thing. We will spread this video to the world. We going better with these videos here. And so let me stop the screen and then we can just talk a bit together. But for the community, just follow this channels, like these videos, check out the other stuff. And so have a nice evening for now. And I will stop the stream.